My name is Shane Shepard. I'm a fishery biologist with the Alaska Department of Fish and Game. I came up to Alaska 10 years ago looking for work in natural resources because this is a beautiful place I'd always wanted to travel to, and there were a lot of opportunities for people looking to work in natural resource science up here. I found my way to the Miles Lake Sonar Project pretty early on and very quickly developed a love and appreciation for fisheries science. In order to understand what we do and why it's important, it's first important to understand a little bit about salmon biology. So we have 5 different species of Pacific salmon here in Alaska, and the purpose of the Sonar Project is to estimate the number of sockeye and Chinook salmon that are making their spawning migration up the Copper River. And this information is used to make management decisions related to the commercial fishing drift gillnet fleet in the Copper District. So we take these counts and expand them, assuming that each 10 minutes within this hour is going to be represented by that 10-minute sample. So essentially times 6. And that gives us an estimate of how many fish swam upriver during the hour. We do this 24 hours a day, so that each day we can come up with an estimate of how many fish swam upstream. Every day we take this number and we send it in to fishery managers in Cordova. We're using a new form of sonar technology, the ARIS, and the ARIS is providing us with much higher resolution images. Right now we're looking into, can we use these high resolution images to come up with accurate length measurements of the salmon? There's a maximum size that the sockeye can grow to, and the Chinook get larger than that. So if we can measure the fish and get a length estimate, we may be able to tell a minimum number of Chinook that are migrating up the river from sockeye. This is important for management because often different things are occurring between those two populations. It's ideal to try to count the fish as close as you can to the ocean. It prevents the fish from having split off into smaller groups to travel up tributaries of a larger river in order to spawn into those other habitats. As fish are returning in from the ocean, they might choose any of these little braids to make their way up the Copper River. So this is the first place where all of those braids come together, and the majority of the fish that are making this spawning migration are going to be in one place. So it's the ideal place to count them. The salmon are going to make this migration solely on the resources that they have saved up out in the ocean. Most salmon will not eat once they enter the freshwater ecosystems, so they have to use all of the fat and resources that they've managed to save up to make this migration. I think one of the things that keeps me coming back to this project year after year is that it's a really meaningful project. The information that we provide plays an important role in maintaining these salmon populations and also helping provide for the livelihood of the people who depend on these fish populations. So it's a work that I've found really rewarding over the years. It's also a very beautiful place, and I love spending time up here.